By the rules, I believe that they have, what, 10 minutes to get here? Or is it 2 minutes? I think it's 2.
I don't remember. See, the nice thing about this new training room, if I understand it from talking to Zath and Sterling, is that because while you're on the opposing team, you can't see what the other team, like what ship they're using. The whole idea of everybody piling into the room at the same time now doesn't matter. You can literally just jump in when you want, and then you pick your ship once you're in the room. So literally, like, there's no reason to kind of delay anymore. You know, the whole time, like when we were doing this with APOC, it was, everybody get their ship queued up and you jump into the room all on command, basically, so that nobody has time to change ships or adjust ships or try to do last minute, shenanigans based on what they see their opponents doing. In this training room, it doesn't matter. It's not possible. I can't even see, like, I can see in my window all the people that are queued up on ZR that they're ready to go, but I can't see what ship they've chosen.
Right. And I can see the OIFs that are coming in now.
Exactly.
So
and you can see that I've queued up, but you don't know what ship I've chosen.
I'm going to have to guess it's a Ryujo.
You would be correct, but, were this a match, you wouldn't know.
And we're giving away secrets, guys.
Spoiler alert, the CV dies first.
Now, the one thing, though, is that there is something to be said about everybody jumping in at the exact same moment.
Well, it does make it faster, cleaner. I don't know. Like, this kind of people kind of straggling in here is in ones and twos as we pass the kind of the technical start time is, I could see how it'd be frustrating. I mean, if it was my choice, if it was my team to run, I'd be like, okay, look, there's no need for me to hold you guys' hands. When the room's up, just go climb into it, and then we'll tell everybody when to hit the ready button, and then we'll go, because there's no longer anything to hide.
Right. But I mean, I'm just talking about, though, the psychological effect, I guess.
Yeah, I suppose. It certainly gives you that impression that, wow, these guys are organized and on the ball and whatever.
Exactly, yes. All right, everybody is now here.
Looks like it. There we go. To see the OF guys to finish queuing up, we'll get this show on the road.
Want to let them know that streamers are ready?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Now, ZR, like you had mentioned, very experienced group. So it's going to be interesting to see how this all plays out. ZR's had a very interesting modus operandi for games, too. They're typically going to play more passive at the beginning, and then they exploit a weakness in the enemy team, and then push that weakness hard, and basically turn that into a massive advantage.
Yeah, we saw a lot of that from them during the regular season, last season of Warships Supremacy. They bring a very European style of play to the North American server. You see that kind of that high level of patience out of the Omnis and that kind of thing on the other side of the Atlantic, and they have a very similar play. They're very patient. They buy their time, they focus ships down, and once they have a ship or two lead, or it looks like there's a perceived weakness in the enemy's map position, they pinpoint it on it, they focus it hard. They're very good at it.
That's correct, and here we go.
Yep, game is launched. We'll tab over for you guys momentarily.
Place your bets, guys.
Yes, absolutely. Now's the time to vote. Let us know who you think is going to win this particular game, and when the game is over, we'll go back and award out some camos.
That's right. How much time you want to give them? About a minute?
Yeah, get your votes in within the next 60 seconds or so, and then we're going to cut it off.
Perfect. So on the ZR side...
Hold on a minute. I think OIF has an illegal comp.
3 battleships.
Yep. I think we're going to have calling a mulligan on this one. Let these guys... I'm not a referee. I'm staying out of it.
No,
Let them figure it out.
And for those of you guys that are watching, what this means is that at least in previous seasons, it's been an immediate forfeit of the match, which means we might end up only being able to cast 1 battle here.
Oh, let's see how bad they want to push it. It's up to. It's honestly, I think in the end it'll be up to ZR.
Well, it could be. I could tell you from my experience last season, it's been
Okay.
up to the.
They're just calling a restart.
Yeah, they are. All right, back to port. When we had an illegal comp last season, it went to the refs, and the refs judged. That's an immediate loss, forfeiture, done.
Yep. No, I hear you. I hear you. And I think if they were to get the refs involved, that's probably what would happen here. Of course, at the same time now, it's much easier to restart the game because we're all back in the same lobby. Although my ship is still in battle. There it is. Okay.
That is true.
Super easy.
And I'm sure with this being the very first battle, Zed probably doesn't care.
I suspect not. And again, this is OIF's first time to be doing anything like this. So I think cutting them, if I was ZR, this is me, cutting them a little bit of slack, kind of the cool thing to do. I mean, they haven't done this before. They're not like, you know, Supremacy League vets and all this stuff.
Absolutely. And the fact
It's
that
like
they...
we're about to be changing a player here out. Well, OIF lost somebody.
Yeah, looks like it.
Well, guys, sorry for the delay. We're doing our best here, but we'll have to see if let OIF get their ducks in a row. They've got 8 players in the room right now, so they just need to find somebody else.
Yeah, guys, this is what happens sometimes when mistakes get made like this. Another common thing that happens is mulligans when somebody crashes to the desktop or disconnects. Oftentimes, the team has, I believe, 2 minutes to call a mulligan, in which case everybody just backs to the training room and we start again.
Right. And it happens sometimes. You know, the game still has little technical snafus, and sometimes people just desync or whatever. Who knows? So it happened a few times during the regular season. It'll happen a few times over the course of this tournament. We just part of dealing with it.
Absolutely.
OIF lost a player though, and he hasn't come back. So I'm not sure what is happening on that side.
Maybe he got scared.
I don't know. They're down a whole player at this point.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what's going on here. No chatter in the training battle box.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask real fast. Commend ZR for their patience here. I know there are teams in Supremacy League regular play that would not. I'm not gonna be a bit of a jerk. Would not tolerate this. But I think to their credit, they're being patient here.
Absolutely. You know, these guys are a class act. They've always been real nice.
Yes, they are great people. Yeah, see, Yasin Poy's like, we're just gonna do that again. Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
Which, again, from my opinion, the right move.
Yep. There he is. It is difficult though. I mean, because you don't get that you don't get that automatic ability to see all the ships at the start to be able to call something like that at the start. Like on the old training room, we could have just said, "Hey, illegal comp, you've got 3 battleships here. Fix it."
Right, but what you can do with the new training room that apparently Yasin Poy didn't do when he set the room up is you can set class limits. He could have set the limit to 2 battleships on a team. So that wouldn't have happened. But it's no big thing. Yeah, you can when you create the training room, you have the power to limit the number of classes.
Okay, that's right. That's very true. I didn't think about that.
So, lesson learned for both teams possibly, but anyway, on to the game. Finally getting this one out of the way, folks. Again, sorry for the delay.
So
Yeah.
obviously the vote has to be redone.
Yeah,
Your
absolutely.
predictions.
Unless if you're going to change your vote, change it. Otherwise, just stick with your old one.
Look at you being so practical.
Well, I mean, if you're not going to change it, why make you vote again?
Because voting is fun. We're democracy. America!
Uh-huh. Okay.
And with that, let's take a look at the compositions here. So ZR choosing to go with Conquer, choosing to go with the Yamato, Des Moines, Hindenburg, Goering, and Grozovoy. So very similar to what we saw in our first matches.
Yep. And to OIF's Hakuryu, so we see more. It's nice to see more American carriers in competitive play. Sorry, I'm gonna get these torps off, and I'll talk about OIF's comp.
I'm being called a noob because I took the Ryujo in naked. Now, I have to just take a moment and publicly thank GRE Score for not running detonation flags in ranked on that last game of mine when I was ranked 2.
Was that him?
Yes, it was, and I really appreciate
hilarious.
it. I am sending a lot of love your way, sir.
That is hilarious.
Because the moment he detonated was the moment that I knew my watch was ended.
This time.
I did not flood the first time.
Alright, I'll be dead momentarily. Alright, let's talk about OIF's comp.
There it is.
So, Hakuryu to the enemy midway. They've gone Kerr first Yamato rather than Conquer Yamato. Des Moines double Hindenburg, same as ZR. They've traded that third Hindenburg on the ZR side for a Moskva for OIF. And they in turn have double Gearing, choosing to avoid the Grozovoy we've seen so far.
Yeah, I'm not sure about the choice for the Moskva. With the carriers now, there's so much vision. The radar really isn't that important anymore.
Yeah, but it's a lot of health to have to chew through.
Sure, that is true. I don't know. Personally, I think I'd rather have a Des Moines over a Moskva. Oh!
Oops, I'm missing something.
Gearing is already getting detected. By the way, you should have been done voting. And we're off.
There we go. Sorry.
Do I have the bug again? Do I have the bug again?
So OIF being hyper aggressive here, pushing both Gearings into B early on. Looks like they're spotted. No, one of them was spotted. Looks like he smoked up, took a bit of about 30-40% of his HP there. Early shots on Von Luck's Kerr first here. Yes, OIF's destroyer is being very aggressive. Big Hakuryu strike heading up to C. Grozovoy probably popping his DF SAT score now, coming under attack from a lot of carrier planes, wiping out at least one squadron of torpedo bombers, working on the second now. Got some help from some of the Des Moines and the Hindenburg nearby. OIF grabbing B early on. As ZR looks like they're making a pretty strong push for C. Where is, we know where SAT score is, where's GRE score, Zath?
He's at that island north of B cap, so he's getting ready to make a push in once he's being called for it. This is more aggressive behavior from ZR. I'm not used to seeing this.
Well, we'll see how it works out. If nothing else, just dipping his toes into the cap will at least hold the points gain back from OIF, and they know. I don't say they know there's at least one destroyer in there. They could probably gather from the speed at which that point was capped that both destroyers were in B. Of course, now Banshee is rotating south to go cap A, as some CV planes come in towards his friendly Des Moines there.
Yeah, I don't like this. I don't like Red Front's positioning here. He just took a bunch of torps. He's at half health now. But the Yamato's taking some hits too.
Who? Oh, Conquer. Wow, look at that.
This is interesting. There's
well, they put two torps into I'm gonna butcher this guy's names, but the OIF Yamato, he took a couple of torps as well that had been spotted for a long time.
Conquer has pressed the new ship button.
Yeah. OIF jumps out to a bit of an early lead here on the back of their quick cap of B, but a large ZR force pushing through C, probably will be coming down the 8 line shortly. continuing to burn Von Luck's Kurfürst here as he tries to run south, but he's on below half health. He's going to be in trouble for a while.
Moskva is within radar range of GRE, who is now backed into B cap. This is very dangerous, very risky.
Well, let's see if the Moskva will light him up. GRE has to know he's there. He's spotted.
Oh, yeah.
That looks like the radar just has come up. Maybe? No. Yes, there it is. GRE decides he's going to have none of that and runs north.
Just a little bit more and he's out of radar range, but there's planes coming up to spot.
Yep, ZR team on the 8 line continuing to keep up the pressure on Von Luck's Kurfürst, doing a brilliant job of it. Looks like he's on at least 2 fires again, having just recently put the last set out. He's repairing now to try and counteract some of that damage. He's got to keep running.
How about a quick comment on the fact that GRE and SAT are both in destroyers? That's got to be confusing as hell. Which standardized test are we killing?
Right. Both OIF battleships under a tremendous amount of pressure here early. Yeah. Von Luck's Kurfürst on 20k HP, having burned at least a heal and a repair, continuing to run south, and Sippor's Yamato about to take at least 3 more torpedoes.
Oh, man.
Yeah, Yamato, I mean, come on, the torpedo belt's great, but you can only do so much. In fact, his engine's out and he is flooding.
Oh, he's down.
He will be the first kill. There he goes. First blood going to ZR here on the Atlantic as OIF picks up the ACAP. Looks like more torps headed for the Conqueror over there. Red Front's Conqueror might not be long for the game either. Nope. There goes his I need a new ship button. He just pushed it.
Yep. Red Front is really good at kiting. I've seen him before in clan battles do the same thing. And, yeah. So, I'm not worried about him. He's taking a lot of damage, but it's okay. He can do it.
Yep. So now both GRE and SAT scored, ducking into B for the quick cap, backed up by Mechanics there in his Des Moines.
And watch your Kurfürst. Sitting under the umbrella of the Hakuryu for defensive fire. And the midway player doesn't care.
Not going to matter at all.
Too close.
Von Luck going to take at least 2 torps, maybe a third.
He dropped too close.
Von Luck survives a torpedo strike there from the enemy midway.
Yeah, I think that was a little bit rushed there. I'm not sure why he went in from that particular angle with the Hakuryu right there.
8 minutes gone now as ZR has a nominal lead here. No ships have been lost. Oh, I'm sorry. They on the 1 ship and 1 cap lead they have. Red Front still under pressure here. Still burning, trying to get out. No, he's not burning.
He DCP'd.
And he ducks into stealth. They have no eyes on him. They can no longer see the Conqueror.
He's got 1,883 hit points until he buys his new ship.
Well, and 60 more in another, what, 80 seconds or so, he'll have 25,000 hit points or 40,000 hit points.
Yep.
Banshee here spotted on, kind of caught out on the south edge of B, trying to smoke and survive.
Moskva is really low.
Des Moines radar, is he in range? Nope, he's out of range of Des Moines radar. Des Moines would have to push up around the island to spot him.
Moskva's healing up, but he's going to go down.
Yep. Yamato takes care of OIF's Moskva here as ZR stretches their lead to 2 ships and a cap.
And this is what I thought I was going to see in the APOC battle, or APOC STW games, is more I guess you could say Yamato's more powerful battleship, so to speak. Just going around and taking things out.
Look at these. I love these Hindenburgs, Ultra Real and Dolphin Princess. They just push straight through seed. They've come right down the 8 line. They've just continued moving, continued firing. Just kind of, zero cares given, doing their thing. Continuing to push Birdie Dastard. He's almost out.
Yep, and the Yamato just took out 15k of Drub 60, so he's gone.
Yep. OIF ships falling very quickly here. They have one more Hindenburg that's low, is repaired.
Nice strafe by Carefree.
I didn't see it.
Took out,
it was over B here.
Yeah, took out the torp bombers. And the Hindenburg takes out the gearing.
Yep. Surviving OIF destroyer retreating back to the south. Kind of caught out again. No friendlies on that side of the map for him as he languishes in F3.
But the Kurfürst has survived for now.
So he has Von Luck back still in the game with about 42,000 hit points back down on the J line. Still relevant, trying to pressure these Hindenburgs that have been pushing him most of the game and burning him for all his HP.
And
another OIF ship down.
This is it. I mean, there's just... ZR hasn't even lost a single ship.
Well, and Birdie Dastard is about to be out. He's on 400 HP with plenty of shells coming in. Goodness gracious. ZR just falling upon OIF like piranhas here onto the Atlantic.
Yep. And the gearing has been detected. Carefree not caring at all about his fighters that are circling above. Obviously.
Kind of a fair trade now.
Yeah.
Conqueror wasting the gearing. Large HE shells hitting him from astern.
Back from the dead.
And then there was Von Luck, who looked like he was dead earlier, but he ran all the way to the back of the map. They put so much pressure on him, he had to keep pulling back. He's still in the game, but now he's it. And here comes the torpedo strike.
Yep. Carefree not caring at all about positioning. He's just going to go right in. He's got the angle. That's it. 3 torp. Bye-bye.
Oh, damn. All 5 torps. Von Luck goes out.
Mm-hmm.
And that is the ball game, kids. A convincing win for ZR here on the Atlantic. Goodness gracious.
Absolutely. And in this case, here we have the first battle for the day where the Midway, the carrier, shot down more planes than anybody else on the team. But look at that, the Des Moines shot down 36.
Well, you remember that or a couple of early strikes that went up north, right?
Yeah.
And that Des Moines and the Hindenburg, one of the Hindenburgs was right there, and obviously willing and able to help out.
Yeah. Very interesting.
I mean, I love Hindenburg's AA. She's a great AA boat when you kit her out for it. All right. Let's get everything updated here.
Yep, I'm working on that myself.
There we go. There's one. And the other. All right, game 2, we are going to Shatter. Oh, we got to give away stuff. Let's do that.
We do.
Well, I got a lot of ZRs. I got a lot of ZRs to roll against.
Oh yeah, me too. I've got 4 here. On my stream, nobody, not a one, voted for OIF.
Yep, me neither. All right, on my stream, it is USS Adidas. Gets a code. I will send that over momentarily for voting for ZR to correctly win that match.
And for mine, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Got 4 people that have put in for it. So let's do my
Oh, I did
random
it
number
again.
generator.
I did it again. I already sent in the PM.
Oh,
I
why would
gotta
you do
stop
that?
this because I suck at life and I forgot. It's all right. Let me send in the code. Get that done at least.
All right. Mine is W Solers. So W Solers, I don't know who you are, but do me a favor, send me a message on on Twitch, or you can send me an email at lordzathna@gmail.com, and let me know that you won the first battle prediction, and I'll get you your code. Your code comes with a special flag as well as 10, count them 10, for the win camos. Now, don't be too excited, because when I play with my friends, and we see somebody is running the for the win camo, we kind of like to shoot them first.
Oh, you're that guy, are you? You big jerk.
That's our sign. Or my ultimate favorite was one game somebody was running a rank camo, and I'm like, all right, rank 1, you go away.
All right. Well, looks like OIF is still trying to round up a couple more people. We can go back to Erie now. Let me remind them to put it on the right map.
Still can't believe that you haven't played Battlefield.
You know, I think I played the original like BF 1942 way back in the day, and then that was it. I never played it again. I think I still have my discs somewhere, actually.
The amount of shenanigans in that game, it's just unreal.
There we go. Map is correct. All right. Yep. So make sure you grab your Erie, and we're all set.
My Erie is ready.
You know, there's a part of me that feels a little bad for OIF, right? Because they're kind of getting a baptism by fire. This is their first kind of foray into competitive play, and ZR was basically a playoff team in Gold Division of Supremacy last year and finished very high in the clan battles rankings. Like, that's to draw them as your first opponent. It's got to be tough. It's just got to hurt.
Yeah, the system's rigged.
No, you and I both know better than that. They did live drawings for all this stuff.
I know. I'm kidding.
Don't be spreading BS rumors now.
So, did they did they go away from the bronze, silver, gold league?
So for this, what if I remember correctly, having watched the conversations that went on between Zath and Sterling and all the admins and such, was they were trying to mirror what they did to seed players in the EU. So originally, the idea was they were going to seed people based on their standings in last season's Supremacy. And that got tweaked around to the point where, okay, what they did was they seeded players based on their finish in clan battles, and then anybody who signed up, like that was up to a point, like the top 8 seeds, they pulled off the clan battles list or something like this, and then everybody else was dumped into the group pool. And then when they drew numbers is not the word, when they drew allotments to sign people to different groups, all of those top 8 clans were basically guaranteed to not see each other in the group stage, and then everybody else was just lumped wherever they were going to go.
Gotcha.
Which is apparently how they did it on EU as well. So there was initially a different direction planned, and then they changed course a little bit and brought it back in so that the EU and the NA tournaments, the seeding and the getting everybody to the top were done exactly the same, basically, because there is no equivalent of Supremacy League on the EU server.
Well, right, they've got their King of the Sea thing.
Right, King of the Sea is all they have.
So I have an idea for a contest for our next battle that might be a little bit more fun.
Okay, I'm in.
All
What do you
right.
got?
So what I would like my followers to do, and you're welcome to join in on the fun if you'd like, Raptor, is guess what the ship disparity will be at the end of this battle. In other words, will there be 1, 2, 3, or 4, or even maybe more than that, more ships on one team alive than on the enemy team?
Okay, you said you're gonna do that. You do that on your stream. I'm gonna do something different on mine.
All right.
I want when the game, and this will be something that you'll have to do after the game launches. Okay, unless you want to take a guess in advance. But I want players to tell me which ship, not the class, but the specific ship name, whether that's Moskva or Kurfürst or Gearing or whatever, that has the most plane kills on either team in the entire match.
Ah.
So you're going to guess when the game starts. I'll let you see the team comps. All right. So sometime in the first 60 seconds or so, first 60, 90 seconds of the match, come in and ping me, do @CRaptor in Twitch, and then tell me which ship name not player, ship name you feel like is going to have the most playing kills in the next match. And then that whoever gets it right, we'll roll it off, and we'll go for that. Go for the code. In the meantime, everyone's queued up. We're ready. I suspect we'll be dropping shortly. They're not waiting on us, are they?
We're missing one player on your team.
We are again. Hey, Sue. All right. Well, let's talk about Shatter real quick. Like, this map is tough in tournament play, man.
It's tough. It's tough in random battles. It's just a brutal map.
Yeah, it is. It is. That B cap in the center is very, very dangerous. And especially since who took the Hakuryu last time? OIF took the Hakuryu last time.
Yes.
Man, I don't. If you're a ZR destroyer, do you go in there knowing that you could get triple dropped with that little maneuvering space? I don't know.
Yeah, it's tough, but there are a lot of it's a high risk, high reward because you can also torp right through those channels, and they don't have a lot of maneuverability space either. So
it's true. It's true. You'll have to see. The scouting on this map in terms of how the carriers choose to scout is going to be really key in my opinion, because that kind of fence row of islands that runs right through the middle of the map, right along the is it the EF line? I think it's the EF line, right in the center. The C cap is basically got an island sitting in the middle of it. The B cap is highly constricted. Having vision over those islands and having an idea where your opponent is on this particular map, almost more than anything, is critical.
Absolutely. And
I've got
dropped.
Oh, good lord! I've got my I just realized I've got my match card set incorrectly.
Rip you, sir.
Yeah, I failed. There, it's fixed for now.
Nope, I have mine set wrong too.
I mean, game's loading, so we should be along shortly.
There we go. Got it fixed. It's hard to read the text that small in the studio mode or whatever this thing's in.
Yeah.
Now, what am I doing all the way over there? Oh yeah.
We're killing each other.
Z52.
Interesting. All right, guys. So we'll give you a quick look at the team comps here momentarily. I'll read them off to you real fast in case you want to get your votes in. We've got OIF is Montana Kurfürst, double Des Moines, Hindenburg, Moskva, and then double Gearing. So their team has not changed, I think.
Yep, and on the ZR side, we've got Yamato, Des Moines, Hindenburg, Z52, and Grozovoy.
Right. And remember, on my channel, you're voting to tell me which of these ships, not the player, the ship name of on either team. A quick look here. There's everybody. Which of those ships will have the most playing kills at the end of the match?
And on my channel, you are trying to figure out what the ship disparity will be at the end of the match. So the winning team will have X number of ships more than the losing team.
Early on here, it looks like OIF is making an A-B push. It looks like they're going to drive a Hindenburg, a Des Moines, and a Gearing directly into B from that southeast entrance.
And it's looking like ZR is also going for an A-B push. So this is going to be interesting. We've got very aggressive movement by GRE score in the Z52 and also SAT score in the Grozovoy. It's almost like an all or nothing play that we see happening. And we've got the Yamato, one of the Yamatos is playing safety. Red Front is playing safety.
Okay.
Gearing detected. Now this is going to be interesting if GRE score is going to be able to keep that gearing lit with hydro. I have a feeling he's hoping that this gearing is going to get complacent.
So there's okay, I see a Des Moines already, so this gearing is probably dead.
Yeah.
He's about to drive into Torps.
Yeah, Leroy Jenkins.
Dodge the Torps. No, he ate a Torp in the bow.
Yeah, he gone.
And there's GRE. GRE's got him. He's out. That was quick. First kill coming barely 2 minutes, just past 2 minutes into the game. Now the smoke will persist for a while. There's a Hindenburg and a Des Moines in there on behalf of OIF.
Yeah, but they're going to be perma-spotted on behalf of GRE score and his hydro.
Oh, right. His hydro's right there. And he's that 52 hydro is so nasty.
But here come the planes.
Yep. Let's see if they can do something about GRE here.
And I just realized he's using this ugly candy cane camo.
Haha, so he is. Come the torpedo, one set of torpedo bombers.
Man, his sailors are going to be so soaking wet. No, don't stop backing up.
None of those torpedoes land. GRE gets away with it clean.
Wow. And here comes
Still
the Hindenburg.
detecting the Hindenburg, yep, who's getting just punished. That American piercing out of the Des Moines.
And this is where we see this map. It really punishes mistakes because there's not a lot of room to maneuver, right? Like these two ships in the channel are dead. They don't know it, but they're dead.
Well, what's interesting is that von Luck's Kurfürst is literally on the heels of the Hindenburg. The Hindenburg's dead. I mean, that was inevitable. But von Luck's gonna drive right in there. And I don't know that they know he's there yet. They say no now.
Yeah, this is no. They've known that Luck's been there. He's been spotted by Hydro.
I didn't know how bad the Hydro had him or not. Now, why he didn't save that salvo for GRE, I don't know. He threw it into the bow of the Yamato, which I don't think I would have done.
Absolutely not. And Yamato's got a broadside shot on him now.
Here come all the torps in the world. Von Luck had to know this was coming. 4 in the bow. Airstrike right on the heels of it.
Oh!
Yep. It's not going to matter in the end.
No, it's not.
I mean, I'd trade a Zed for a Kurfürst.
Oh, God, yeah. I mean, you know, his hydro is out now, so it doesn't kind of, you know.
Goodness. OIF already down 4 ships. Down 3 to the enemy team, but having lost half their team already in barely 5 minutes of play here on Shatter. What a bloodbath.
Yeah, they got shattered.
And here goes Banshee. He'll be out. Yeah. Oh, goodness. He dodged all of those. Not going to dodge all of them, though. There he goes. He does get off one final salvo of torps at the Yamato. Here come the torpedo bombers into B. We talked about how constricted it was to move in there. But it looks like Mechanics has got his DF up to protect the Yamato. They're out front. Yep, those torpedo bombers are dropping like flies.
And at this point, I think ZR's is basically saying, well, this is an easy win. Let's just go in and get this over with as quickly as possible.
They seem to be just pushing as quickly as they can.
We're going to have a lot of time.
Yeah. Well, hey, that's just more Gascon games for everybody to watch, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully I'll suck less next time.
You did better than me in that game.
Well, OIF down 3 ships and tied on caps, but huge point disadvantage on the back of the fact they just... Every ship they sent into B just got massacred.
Yeah, that was a poorly timed push on the side of OIF. And I hope that as they're watching this after the fact, they should be, any team should be, but you know, I think they need to think about how they set up their team initially and what their objectives are. They kind of came into B one by one by one,
Right.
And the A push really didn't exist at the time. So I think this is a terrible case of terrible timing more than anything else.
Midway. Did Midway have AP bombs? Because
Probably.
that Moskva had a lot of health a minute ago.
Probably
Wow,
did.
I wish I'd watched that.
Yeah,
Dang.
me too.
Dang. Montana will be out, and then this month, when the Montana dies, that'll be it. That'll zero them out.
0 points. How often do you see that
Yep.
in competitive?
Wow. Goodness gracious.
Maybe we should have done
Just
a time
brutal
competition.
game. Wow. Well,
6 minutes
okay.
and 40 seconds, folks. 6 minutes and 40 seconds.
Damn. All right, kids. Well, let's see who won. If you guessed on my channel, if you guessed Des Moines, I'll be rolling for you shortly.
And I'm going to have to do some more math here. Let's see. Oh, that's kind of an easy one. 8. So for me, it's a disparity of 8 ships. No, disparity of 7. Zath can't do math.
Yeah, math is hard. Now, here's the question: do you count us? I guess you wouldn't, because
Nope.
so the difference is 8 ships. Then it's 8 ships either way. It doesn't matter. Yeah, okay. Duh, math is hard.
Well, I mean, there were 8 ships remaining on ZR's team. No, wait. I'm sorry. I was dead. Yeah, there's 8. I was ruling us out. Oh well. Now here's my problem. My problem is I only had 2 votes
Okay.
from the same person.
Were either of them correct?
No.
Oh, well, I don't know, man. What do you do then? You just gonna random it?
No, I think what I'll do is I'll roll that into the next one. I'll do the same kind of I'll basically run 2 competition for the next one then. Or do you think I should? I mean, because there's only one person participated, so you know.
It's up to you, man. There's folks voting on my channel right now because we're 10 minutes. We're 10 minutes ahead. The game didn't even take 10 minutes. They haven't even seen the game yet.
You know what?
So,
then maybe we have to wait. We have to wait then.
Yeah, I wait a few minutes because that's how far ahead we are. That's the fastest competitive game I've ever cast. So yeah, so we've got a few minutes to kill. Everybody, then we'll just let the votes come in, and we'll do this shortly.
Unbelievable.
Goodness gracious. Well, look, here's the thing. Hats off to ZR for a game well played. Hats off to OIF. You guys drew a very, very tough first game of the day. Please don't let that get you discouraged. Don't let that get you down. Get out there, play some more games, have fun, get some experience. Okay, you guys are not bad players just because you lost to one of the best teams on the North American server. Don't get that into your head. So don't let it get you down.
Absolutely not. Correct.
All right. Well, goodness. Let me go ahead and get get my scores updated here.
Do you need to? They won too.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Hang on. I still do it because completionist.
Oh my god. Okay. There we go. We got people voting now.
Yeah. See, that's how far behind they are.
I guess I shouldn't say anything then, because then they know the game's over already.
Yeah, yeah. In your chat, I wouldn't. That's just what I'm struggling with right now. I'm letting them do their thing. The game hasn't even started on my stream yet.
And we got until 7:40 Eastern. We got 2.5 hours.
No, 7:40 Eastern is 6.
Oh yeah.
6:40 for us. You got an hour and a half.
Hour and a half.
Well, at some point, I'm going to take a break and get some food.
Well, I was just gonna say now might be a good time to do that, right?
Yeah, it might be. And then come back. Let's see. The game starts at 6:40 for you and I. So why don't we try and come back in about, what do you think, about 45 minutes? Come back about 5:45 Central, and then try and squeeze in a couple of Des Moines games. I mean, sorry, a couple of Gascon games.
Yeah, we could do that. So
how's that sound?
Sounds fine. And I'll use this opportunity to check in with the other people in the household and say hello.
That works. That works. I gotta wait for the people to kind of finish voting here, just so I can I can give away stuff. At least the game's finally started for them.
Well, I have a winner, and I'm wondering if they knew ahead of time because the game was so short or not. But I definitely have.
Not possible. Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, because of the time difference.
Shouldn't be possible.
You got a friend that's in ZR, you can ask him.
I guess in theory.
That being said, William the Dank, congratulations, you win. You get the prize there for guessing that ZR would lose 0 players and OIF would lose 8.
But ZR did lose a player.
Oh.
Their Z52 died.
You're right. So I was right. So it's a difference of 7.
It's a difference. Well, no, 9 players on each team. The carrier survived. So there's 8 ships difference. It was 1 survivor versus. You're right. It is 7. 1 survivor versus 8 survivors.
All right.
You're right.
So good. So nobody is messing.
None of those torpedoes land. GRE gets away with it clean.
Wow. And here comes
Still
the Hindenburg.
detecting the Hindenburg. Yep, who's getting just punished. That American piercing out of the Des Moines.
And this is where we see this map. It really punishes mistakes. You know what I might just do, since somebody went with 7, or sorry, 6, and the other one went with 8. Maybe I'll just give one to each of them.
Yeah, it's up to you, man. They're yours to give out as you see fit. Have fun.
All right, so William the Dank and Mr. Mario Kart Guy, please send me a message, and I'll get you your codes.
On my end, it's Kesfu in my channel. I will be sending you a PM here in a few minutes. I'm gonna let the game actually end on my stream this time before I tag you. So we'll get that done. In the meantime, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and put up my countdown timer. We will be back in probably about 30-40 minutes. We'll do a couple more Gascon games before leading up to our last match of the night, which will be Fighting 13th versus Team Danger Noodle, who I cannot wait to see just because I love saying their name all the time.
Absolutely.